We're in tracking, and this is full-blown pursuit mode now.
Yeah, it sure looks like it. Looks like they are back in full-blown pursuit here, and there has been talk of either pit maneuver or possibly a spike strip. And this is just all over an alleged DUI, as you said, started down in the harbor area, down around San Pedro. This black Mazda SUV, maybe a CX. We'll try to verify if it's
CX?
the mid-size or the full-size one here.
As
we get a look here
he's
at
doing
the
the arm thing.
Wait,
Look.
what is he doing? This guy's just whip. Okay, this guy actual drunk Andy. What is he doing? Are you seeing him handle the wheel?
Kind of crazy around
like,
there.
I think he's honking.
He's whipping the thing.
We heard them on the way down here talking about that if a passenger was helicopters overhead, we heard them
Wait,
on the
he has
way
the
down
light
here
on
talking
too.
about,
Wait,
if a passenger
this has to
was
be
gonna get out
deliberate.
in front, that one of the helicopters was going to stick with the passenger. So they've just been trying to verify if there's someone in that passenger seat. I couldn't quite tell there as they were going underneath us here, but speed.
That is the crash, almost guaranteed.
Rosecrans Avenue, just been kind of all over the place. Came down from the harbor up to 710, up through some of the Southgate city, some of the gateway cities, I should say.
We've had DUI chased before, but like
here in the
they weren't drinking too drunk though.
No kidding. I mean, when we have
they weren't too erratic.
Anytime we hear that and we hear about anyone driving at any high rate of speed, we know that there's going to be dangerous conditions.
Better driving than Tesla.
As you can see right there, that car could barely make that
left
turn because they're afraid that they're going to hit this person. Coming out of nowhere, as Desmond was
Actually,
talking
now.
about, Leslie,
Oh,
this
shit.
person is going so fast.
Yeah,
right
he's
now,
also
on
whipping the
surface
wheel
streets
like.
in Compton. You can only imagine these people who are driving.
He's gonna end up spinning out doing shit like that.
I mean, they can't even really anticipate this person coming. You know,
he's gonna lose control and overcorrect and boom.
The streets are
telling you.
pretty narrow in this area.
You don't think he's drunk?
Pretty populated area as well.
Yeah. See that? See that?
You take into account that they were riding the center median there, making that sharp left turn there, and you can try to make out that driver.
What is actual tweaker
shirt? And you know, Des was talking about a possible passenger also
it's
in
hard
this
to tell,
car.
though, isn't it?
Yeah.
To see if there is possibly a passenger, but
and you can see them again on the wrong side of the road there.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we're talking about this starting in the harbor area, and you know, they've come up in all kinds of different directions. We were talking about now in the Linwood and then the Compton area, where we are right now, but driving so fast. And Mike, you were talking about this person suspected of DUI.
Yeah, suspected of DUI, but you know, when somebody drives like this,
erratically they'll suspect it.
You obviously wonder what else may be going on with that person aside from just the alleged potential DUI here. And the LAPD, what do they know? Because they have been chasing this person very hard outside of the city of Los Angeles for quite some time now. Remember, this started down in the harbor area, harbor division in the Wilmington area, and came up very quickly outside of their jurisdiction to make that right-hand turn there.
With California having
against traffic, and they've chased it on the freeways.
DUI.
They chased it in Paramount.
The keys to the city and a few coupons for free food.
Theirs, and continue to want to chase it. So, is this a DUI driver? Is there more going on here than DUI? But look at that, 75 miles an hour on surface streets here, just really flying through. Another good look. Person doesn't look like they have two hands on the wheel.
Yo, look at how he's whipping that thing, man.
These maneuvers here just make you very nervous as these people come through here. And
why is he so aggressive?
Also up there in Sky Cal Forest as well. And Des, I mean, this guy 70. We're slowing down.
Who drives with the fucking lights on?
Speeds.
I bet you that's whoa, that was close.
Damn, son.
Yeah, this is really, really nuts. You kind of wonder if LAPD is going to continue with this one.
Angry Spurs fan.
Disengage pursuits for something
I had to be in that car
grounds of, you know, DUI or even stolen vehicle, probably the majority of the time.
His last tweet was, I believe in UMB. That was the last tweet, yeah.
This pursuit here as we fly along routinely about 50, 60, 70, 80 miles an hour. We were eclipsing there briefly, and this is, you know, not a major street. I mean, this is kind of a semi-residential street.
I mean,
right
yeah,
now.
this is
really
pretty
nice
bad.
Thing out here could have a lot of people out here walking their dogs or something, blowing through red lights and stop signs. Definitely a nerve-wracking one here. This Mazda SUV, you know, maybe a little bit more capable than you might think with the Sky Active engines. They're not exactly big engines, but they can accelerate decently quickly, and we're definitely seeing that with this SUV. As I just keep trying to get a look at that passenger seat, I haven't been able to spot anyone in the passenger seat here. You can see very clearly almost looks like the driver's like leaning out the window. Yeah, he's got
the one engine.
Just kind of the way they've been sitting and driving just seems very agitated. Definitely reason to suspect that, you know, that they could be under the
Sky Active
something, but just really, really taking some crazy chances here for, you know, something that may have just been a misdemeanor. Lights off there.
Changing his lights.
With the lights off. Hopefully he doesn't do that again. Coming down here from Artesia
Oh,
Boulevard,
he was signaling.
He's going to make the turn.
Hold on.
Look at this, making a weird turn around the intersection there.
What the
and
fuck?
Now he whipping at.
Avenue. So North Long Beach area.
I think he's
really hope that
maybe he was trying to signal that he was blowing the red light.
Gas or something at this point. I think we're going to be getting back on the freeway
yeah.
right now.
Wait, hold on. Is he?
Yeah, looks like I think we're going to be headed for the 91 now. Stick with me here as I verify, but I think we're getting a westbound 91 now from the North Long Beach area.
What your skinny dick?
Decides to do now.
That's
this
harassment.
Is the first time we've seen him on the freeway.
Why is he harassing me for what reason?
It's Pat Harvey and Ruta Shabazzi joining you and Mike Rogers out here, and we want to welcome our viewers at 9 o'clock to CBS LA at 9 o'clock. And as you can see, we are right in the middle of a high-speed pursuit, a very dangerous one. And as you guys were mentioning, this person was wanted initially for DUI, and now this has turned into something so much more.
Somebody says that they could use my strategy in this clip. Hold on. I can't load it because it's lagging. I can't load it. It's just lagging. I'm not allowed to.
Trying to chase them, but what else is going on here that's making this person run like this? Now, we'll
you have gotten 4 NBA Finals games in a row correct. True. I mean, see, at least one guy in chat remembers I said that. One guy in chat remembers.
South 710 or North, Des?
I think we're going north.
Unbelievable. Not giving me my credit.
I didn't read that.
Back to
I did read it.
I think this will actually be the second
I actually
time
double checked that. I thought it was a fake
area.
chat.
And you know, the suspect, frankly, kind of driving the same way on the freeway that they were on the surface streets. About the or if they've kind of backed off a little bit at this point. They are still back there. They've got the spotlight on for their helicopter, but they kind of backed off a little bit here at the moment. So away
from the line, but can you score an own goal over the line though?
5 here pretty soon, and then up towards the 5 and the 10 before he runs out.
Just saying, is there a loophole where if you want to own goal?
Another transition here. I think this is going to take us to the 105.
Can you send Pat? Because if you can do a half-court shot, chat.
Westbound 105.
Can you half-court
now going to be making our way toward
from your zone to the enemy team?
We'll see if there's going to be any kind of airspace problems with us and.
So why can't you half-court or full-court your own goal? So it's not a pass. It wouldn't be a pass.
This was in the harbor area for the viewers who are just joining us.
Yeah, so this was LAPD's Harbor Division. They began this in the Wilmington area, and then they quickly chased them kind of over and up to the 405. We went up the 405, got off on surface streets up into like the.
Why would you do that? Because if it doesn't score, you can get the ball back in.
And then up and down the 710 a little bit more over into almost Linwood and Willowbrook, almost actually where we are right now. We've been in this area already once before. So it's interesting because it's LAPD's pursuit, but we have not been in the city of LA for most of the chase. I mean, they got out of city limits pretty quick. And LAPD has not given it up. You
guys say LARPing and you don't know what I'm talking about? Yet if they followed my strategy in that particular play, they would have won it. I mean, say what you want, but what I just said, they would have won the game. So I don't want to hear it.
Had initially wanted that to happen, wanted CHP to take this over when they were in a northbound 710, but then the guy jumped off and got off the freeway, and so CHP wasn't interested. So
why don't they just shoot out the time?
Why did you rush to get a goal in? Why did you rush to get? Why did you rush when they were up and the timer was on their side?
Place to take this over.
See how the car's wobbling? Like this guy's gonna cause an accident, 100%. Lose control.
Of the 105 rather.
Yeah, now he seems to be very familiar with this area. Obviously, if he's going back and forth.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, second time we've been in this area and straddling the car.
He dribbled and stalled and then back passed. I mean, and then tossed the ball.
This is definitely the fastest.
With a bad fucking half-court shot of wasting time on the clock, and then zero, and it's over.
We've seen, and again,
hits zero, it's over.
Ball in your t-shirt?
And not on
no,
surface
what the fuck?
Surface streets, we hit like I think between 70 and 75 miles an hour on surface streets, which was kind of really bonkers there for just how dangerous that can be. So we're listening to CHP right now to see if they're going to take over.
Why did you stop watching Fern videos?
I watch all of them.
Some of that dangerous driving.
I just don't watch some of the ones that don't look as interesting.
LAPD's still in it for now. They've got their helicopter over it. CHP, by the way, already has a helicopter over it and has for quite some time. So
well, I mean, if you're hungry,
monitoring this on their end, waiting for this guy to potentially jump back on the freeway.
All right, so they're keeping a close eye on everything.
Yeah.
Do we know in terms of anything that's been done? I don't think so.
Text the desk. I'm not gonna text it. Come on, man.
With them making any kind of attempt to do any kind of maneuver that they have in their arsenal to try to stop this guy.
They had authorized it. Pit and Spike.
Well, if I would have texted him, I would ask him, why don't they just pit him right now?
Do it because of the intense speed.
I mean,
and if
they should pit him right now. Just pit him right now.
Well, Des, so the problem was they were also having a hard time
going 100 miles an hour.
So I don't know. Yeah, they're a little bit further back now. I mean,
I know why not. You guys, it's just like a new question that they would like to have on the desk. Like they want to have questions that are like that some noobs don't know, and they just want to know. Like that was a good noob question.
Yeah, he's just driving so erratically, so quickly.
Dude, is he
with
really
other
going
cars
100
on the
miles
road.
an
Yeah,
hour?
these guys zooming.
Holy
being
fuck.
unpredictable.
Mazdas are pretty good though.
Right, and they can't do those same things. They've got to, have due care when they're doing this. So, I mean, but we're making good speed on the westbound 105, and we're going to be up at the
We shall see.
110 here pretty quickly.
And you said, well, LAX airspace.
Yeah, so
Mazdas just look a little bit feminine, in my opinion.
If he stays on the 105
I like Mazdas.
and just kind of skirts it, we'll be on the south end of the Bravo airspace. If he goes north, we will not be able to follow it from actually right now on. So here to the ocean, if he goes north, it's going to be tough for us to follow it. And unfortunately, CHP,
what is he doing?
I don't know how they work these around, but sometimes they have their fixed wing.
Seatbelt on, hold on.
Putting his seatbelt
on. Whoa.
And the LAX airspace.
Holy shit, Bonet's on the wheel now.
Their helicopter tonight, which has to maintain, it was at a lower
What is he doing?
altitude, so they won't be able to go with him either.
Hey XQC, I'm driving my car in LA and there's some weird flashing lights following me. Pretty weird. Anyway, love the stream, man.
Pull over, man.
xqcL.
So I'm assuming that he may be.
He's locked in LOL.
No, he's locking in. Is what you mean?
From the camera, can you tell?
Yeah, we got the best look that we could there at the passenger seat, and it definitely looked empty to me. So, like, unless there's someone hiding, in the rear seats there, but there's just something extremely aggressive with this driver.
Yeah, he's really aggressive. He's like getting mad at other drivers.
You kind of like almost feel it through the camera.
Get out of
the way
my way when he's going 90 miles an hour.
Yeah, but earlier I think he was doing his headlights.
Seems like he's taking the seatbelt.
He's wanting them. See that? Look.
2 hands on the wheel.
Wait, there's nobody in front.
The worst direction that we possibly could here. Looks like they are going to.
No, he's just testing if he can black out his lights. I'm pretty sure.
105. So we're going to hold this shot for a bit.
There's a guy.
And let's see if.
Yeah, but they're just too far away back though.
Even going to get cleared into this airspace. We've been telling you in recent months how things have really changed for us.
Yeah, JC and here's what they're going to bug out.
This airspace where it has got to be nigh impossible to get in anywhere. Before we were allowed to reverse the 110, and that's something that unfortunately has been taken away from us in recent memory. So
I'm so confused. Yeah, he just screamed at that driver.
Yeah.
Wow, 61 months.
This guy is nuts.
Can I have a house
They're
now?
going towards downtown, which is the way
Chat,
the
does
suspect
this
is trending.
man finish any of the
Definitely
games
in
he plays?
LAPD's interest to
I
try to
honestly
catch
can't
back up
remember the
because,
last time he
even
finished
if
one.
they
Sad.
are
We
allowed
finished
to go
net-
in
we finished
with their
net- then what?
helicopters along the 110, we know what happens when they go into downtown LA.
Oh, he's
It gets
signaling.
incredibly
Very
difficult
nice.
for them to track from the air. So we're just holding the shot here for a little bit, but we do suspect it's just the driver, they're suspected of DUI, who is now flying away from us northbound Harbor Freeway, northbound 110 through South LA.
And so far, I mean, he's managed to go through traffic. It's not necessarily. It's
Oh
pretty busy.
no.
Not as busy as it
Are
could be.
they they near the fucking airport or what?
And he's able. It's just interesting when we hear about these people that are being pursued.
No, probably
because
not.
They could be
He
under the
just
influence of something. Just
they are,
haven't
right?
Been able to maneuver this vehicle and not get into
Yeah,
any
it is.
accident so far, which is a good thing, obviously, but still. More than ever, you want to get
The driver, I'm not going to tell you what to do. I mean, you pull over, but if you're not pull over,
So since it's
do you think you could go maybe eastbound for a little bit, and then maybe southbound?
Just some of the risks that the
I'm not
suspect taking,
suggesting anything.
zigging and zagging all
Just
over
to
the
see if the
place.
car can handle
Some
that.
distance between himself and some of the pursuing units by going on the right-hand shoulder as they're getting off
Thanks
now
for
at
all
hold on.
the years of amazing streams,
and
Mr.
Going
it's
east.
Cam.
a really
I will
difficult
now welcome
situation for
myself
us,
to the
where
jungle.
kind of like a,
Welcome
what
to
do
the
we do
jungle,
here?
Thwop to
Let's see
Kopyai.
what direction the suspect is going to go here at the Florence
Mikey,
exit.
join I will ban you
Looks
one
like maybe they're going to
GIIB
go
bubble cranking
eastbound.
Felix
No, or is he just gonna
PLS
get right
Haram
back on the
Hesay
freeway?
Ildens.
Looks
Hold
like
on,
he might just
shut
be
up.
getting right back on the freeway there. I think that's where that's going to lead him. So you see all those units are in pursuit, and I don't believe that they allowed LAPD's helicopter into the airspace.
No, east.
Yeah, my
There you go.
pilot is Tyler verifying that is indeed the case, that they're keeping law enforcement out. So it just tells you how seriously things have changed around LAX's airspace, whereas before we would see the airspace to them. Now
he weaved through.
Being allowed into that airspace. He's
oh,
making
no,
a
that's
westbound
west.
turn now onto 74th and under the freeway here.
Oh, well.
So looking from a couple of miles away.
South.
A black vehicle just kind of, they're trying to follow these, the flashing lights there of these units and going through here.
Now make a left on the next exit. Left. Left.
The danger continues for sure. Now
left.
In South LA, westbound on 73rd Street.
Well, they are on his tail. We can see that at least.
Yeah. And they did, I am looking at the radar, they have a second helicopter sitting to the north of the airspace. So that way, I mean, unfortunately, he's like right smack in the middle of it. But if he were going to, excuse me, if he were going to continue northbound,
even the helicopter guy knows the GG.
On the other side. That doesn't do us any good because we got to go all the way around.
Yep. Yeah.
Law enforcement will be able to keep an eye on him if he continues going north, which now he is. As lose Desmond shot there for a second, they're going to maneuver SkyCal around, so we blocked the antenna there. But there it is back northbound.
Can
there
you explain
on
why
Hoover passing 70th Street. So
because the LAX
is not far actually from where
airplanes come in east to west, right? And they cross like the middle. And then this heli, since it's not a police heli, they have to wait to get the green light from air traffic control to pass through that line and get over the line. So when these guys go up north from being down, then they cross over the lane right above them. So then you have to wait till they get the green light. And sometimes there's a bunch of planes. Like, look.
Yeah, but when you say helicopter, you're just talking about media, or you're saying even
these guys. These guys. No, the helis can. You got a flight radar.
He's right.
Watch this. Okay, and then you look. See, this is so like because I don't have a heroic cell from east to west, right? And that would be the police heli, I'm pretty sure, or these ones. Were these guys? No. Yeah. Los Angeles Police Department. See at the top?
Yeah.
Also, I can't see it because I can't see because of my photo. And so these guys went through already, right? The land of planes, right? And look at all the planes, bing, 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 and news helis stuck behind.
So they have to wait for like all these planes essentially.
Sometimes they'll catch a break, right? But yeah, usually. Sometimes some planes, sometimes gonna be like higher or some shit. Yeah. But
look how like perfectly spaced those planes are.
Yeah.
Apart, it's like it's perfect
right here.
System.
Right here. Bang. But I'm pretty sure they turn in. I'm pretty sure the planes. They turn in, no? Yeah, see right here. Boom, this would be a space they're going to use to cross through. But even after that, it's not planes. I mean, it's not planes. It's a plane.
They're literally planes.
I mean, these are literally planes. You can see the image on it.
Delta Air, that's Southwest Airlines.
What the fuck else is it going to be?
Let's see. Delta Air.
There's a lot of lobbying as scientists. So you're a professional moron. Yeah, but even though I'm a professional moron, I mean, I know about this. It's not, you don't have to be a professional to know about this. It's not very hard to understand it. Like what?